ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
கோலமலர் பாவைக் கண்பாகிய என் அன்பேயோ, நீல வரை இரண்டு பிறை கவ்வி நிமிர்ந்து தொப்ப, கோலவராகமொன்றாய் நிலம் கோட்டிடைக் கொண்ட என்தாய், நீலக் கடல் கடைந்தாய் உன்னைப் பெற்று இனிப் போக்குவனோ. கோலமலர் பாவைக்கு அன்பாகிய என் அன்பேயோ. What about this adjustment? பெரிய பிராட்டியாருக்கு உகப்பானவைத்தாலே அவள் பாரிக்கிரகமான என் பக்கலிலே அன்பு செய்யுமவனே. நீலம் வரை நீலமணி மலையொன்று இரண்டு பிறையைக் கவ்விக்கொண்டு நிமிர்ந்து ஒப்ப எழுந்திருந்தாற்போலே விலக்ஷணமான அத்விதீய மகாவராகமாய் நிலம் பூமியை கோடு இடை கொண்ட எயிற்றினிலே கொண்டெடுத்த எந்தாய் எம்பெருமானே. நீலம் கடல் உடைத்தாய் உனது திருமேனி நிழலிட்டாலே நீளமான கடலைக் கடைந்து அமுதமளித்தவனே. உன்னைப் பெற்று உன்னை புகழாகப் பெற்று வைத்து இனி போக்குவனோ. கைப்புகுந்து பின்பு நழுவ விடுவேனோ.
Oh, my love, you became the love of Lotus Dame, forming like a dark mountain with a crescent moon on if you came as a boar and took the earth between your tusked teeth. O Lord, who churned the ocean, how can I let you go now?
Now, so this is the quotation in page 16 of Rahasya Sikhamani, where he says, Ammalvar says in his Thiruvaimozhi, Kolamalar Ippavikku, Kolamalar Pavi is the very beautiful, the goddess of fortune, and especially it is about Ranganayika of Sri Rangam, Periya Piratiyarku. And since she was pleased with the devotee, that who is that devotee? It is me. It is I who has become a favorite for the goddess of fortune. And therefore, Lord Sriman Narayana, in other words, Sri Ranganatha, takes too much care of me. And he shows his love. He shows his affection. And the appearance of the great boar, namely the Varahavatara, looks like the big mountain. What you call the hue is, HUE is blue, otherwise you can say black. A black mountain coming up behind the ocean. Again, the ocean is blue, and while it comes up, the two tusk teeth, we say, the boar's teeth, B-O-A-R, the boar's teeth with the protruding teeth coming up in white color out of the ocean. The ocean is blue, the Lord is blue, and again the white colored teeth. So the white colored teeth hold Mahalakshmi. In fact, Bhuma Lakshmi, Bhuma Devi. The goddess of earth is taken out of the ocean from the demon, from the clutches of the demon. And therefore, he looks like a mountain, a big mountain. And therefore, Neelavarai Irandu. Neelavarai meaning blue mountain. Irandu Pirai Kavi Nimandadoppa. Pirai is here, it is the bent teeth is called. So Nimandadoppa, as though the two teeth have come up. So Kola Varahamunrai. Kola meaning beautiful. Kola Malarippave, again beautiful goddess, here handsome. Kola Varahamunrai. Nilankotide Kondu Endai. He has dug the earth and then brought out the earth, goddess of earth. So Nilakadal Kadaindai, he only churned the ocean of blue color. And then Unnai Petri Ini Pokuvano, meaning having got you in my mind as Antaryami and Archa in the temple, how shall I leave you? How shall I lose hold of you? That's the meaning of this. And the special occasion that prompts Swami Vedanta Desika to bring in this quotation of Sri Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi 10:10:7 is because he is as big as a mountain. Samutthito, look at the Sanskrit line in the Rahasya Sikhamani, page 16, last paragraph. Samutthitaha, he rose up with a gusto, we say. He rose up with a gusto. Samutthitaha. Utthitaha means rose up. Samutthitaha is rose up with a gusto. Neela iva chalomaha, just like a blue mountain. Lord is also black blue or bluish black or blackish blue in color, just like the cloud. And therefore, even the mountain has got the same color. And there seems to be no difference between the mountain's color and the Lord's color. And therefore, it is like what we call the blue mountain gives birth to a blue mountain. Natural. A blue mountain will give birth to a blue mountain. And that blue mountain is called the beautiful board, the handsome board. So, Engarabadiye, now, Pokattu Vizhundarai. So, all of us as devotees fall at the divine feet of the Lord because we have the first qualification, namely helplessness. Pokattu. Because we have Karpanyam, because we have Akinchanyam, because we are incapable of protecting ourselves, because we have nothing to do, we are unable to do anything. So Poka, and we have no other succor also, no other shelter, no other God to approach, no other, rather fittest God to approach, no other protector to go near, and therefore Pokattu Vizhundarai. Vizhundarai. We all fell down. So those who have fell down, they have fallen down, they will be redeemed. So Edukkaiki, once one falls down, there should be somebody to support and give a hand in getting up. So who is giving the hand? Karavalambam. Lakshmi Narasimham Mama Dehi Karavalambam is a very famous quotation. Normally we pray to Lakshmi Narasimha to give us the support of the hand, but here it is Varaha. The great boar, the incarnation as great boar Lord is able to redeem us from the ocean of samsara, the life. Though we are caught in the permanently in the mire, M-I-R-E, of the ocean, namely life, here we are taken out. எடுக்கைக்கு அனுகுணமான. Now, in order that we will be lifted up from the ocean, the fitting form, the relevant figure will be Shubhashraya Vigraha Vishesh. Now, please remember, whether it is A incarnation or B incarnation, I am just telling you only the English letters. Whether it is fish incarnation or Kalki incarnation, among the 10, the first or the last, all are Shubhashraya, meaning all the incarnations are auspicious. And all the incarnations have in different temples the Archa Murti, worshipable form. And all of them are auspicious. So Shubha Ashraya. So there is no entertaining of doubt in the divine figure where we go and prostrate at the divine feet. We need to have confidence, faith, and then we repose our faith, full faith on the Archa figure, the temple figure, and it is supposed to be Shubhashraya Vigraha. So again it is special, just like Narasimha Avatara. At least in the case of name Rama, you have 3 names: Parashurama, Balarama, and Rama. Parashurama, Rama, and Balarama. The common name is Rama, whereas we have nothing in common in Narasimha or Varaha. Matsya is common because it is fish. The turtle is, the turtle is common, tortoise is common because it is a sea animal, sea as well as land animal. And these are all common names. Whereas Kattupandri, the great boar, Varaha, is different from any other animal in the forest. Plus Narasimha is unheard of earlier and later. Therefore, these 2 incarnations are considered very important. Here it is peculiarly, extraordinarily good figure, namely great boar. Thondrina ennai, Vishwatodu Thondrina ennai. I took the incarnation, he says. So I took the incarnation. Ennai ninaikkubavanuku. It is enough if you think of me. Especially in the last days, or even in earlier, as Periyalvar and Kulasekar Alvar said it in respectively in Periyalvar Tirumozhi and Mukundamala. அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதே சொல்லி வைத்தேன். So once we think of the Lord, He is ready, He is happy to protect us. So we go to the next page. Generally, you would understand this comparison is because if you see a mountain getting drowned in the ocean water level will go up because of the displacement process in general physics. And therefore, while the water level comes up, naturally the drowned people that we will also come up. And of course, God is there, Lord Boar is there to give a helping hand to come out of the water. So, ayasaha smarane kaha asya. This is a Sanskrit word. So, ayasaha. Now, they compare the individual soul, namely we, and the other soul, namely permanent greatest soul, Paramatma, the supreme soul, Lord Board. Take the word Lord Board. Where is the difficulty in both cases? In both cases, there is no difficulty. How? Is it not easy to remember God for us? Yes. And a little no also, because our sins prevent us from thinking of God. We cannot avoid those experiences of sins on the three sins, Sanchita, Prarabdha and Agami. Even our future sins prevent us from thinking of God. And generally, remembrance is very easy. His remembrance is very easy. His task of lifting us is very easy. Our remembrance is very easy. And he says, Kaha, Kaha, what is the Ayasaha, the fatigue, the tiredness, Smarane, in the remembering, Asya, of this Lord, namely the great boat. You can take the word Asya for Jivatma also. So what is the difficulty for the Jivatma to remember the Paramatma? என்கிறபடியே அருமை இல்லை என்று தாத்பரியம். Now the conclusion of Sri Vedanta Deshika, yes, முன்னும் ராமனாய் ராமனாய் தானாய் தசரத ராமன் பின்னும் ராமனாய் பலராமன். Okay, so here now there are 2 points here, very beautifully given by Vedanta Deshika. Please follow closely. Supposing both tasks are easy, that is, remembering the Lord is very easy, remembering the Lord, namely the great boar, is very easy. Lord, the great boar, remembering us is very easy. Because remember the Charma Shloka of Varaha, Aham Smarami Mad Bhaktam. Aham Smarami Mad Bhaktam. Is it very difficult for the Lord to remember us? No, because He created us. He has got Sarva Shakti. All powers are there. So omnipotent. He is omnipotent, and therefore it is very easy for Him to remember us. And we will be able to easily remember Him. Then when both the process are very easy, then what is special about it? What is special about it? What do you understand by this word is, there is nothing wonderful about it. There is nothing wonderful about it. It's ordinary, simple, very simple. Lord can remember us, we can remember Him. Arumai illai endru taatpariyam. Therefore, the resultant effect of this word is, we need not worry about it. We need not worry about the next birth. Again, Vishwarupam cha mam. So in the Charma Shloka you find Vishwarupam cha mam. So Vishwarupam, remember the universal form, cha and mam, me. So while you see the Vishwarupam, the universal form, don't forget me also. That's why cha is there. Supposing we are looking with a surprise, with a shock, the Vishwarupam, and naturally we tend to forget the Lord who became Vishwarup. We look at all other objects created in the world, all other living beings created in the world, from the lowest level to the highest level. So you remember all the living beings created by the world, created by the Lord, and then we are likely to forget the Lord who created, because we are wonderstruck on seeing the world. என்கிற பதங்களாலே, now when he says, please remember me and my universal form, Jagat Hita Avataratva Sharanyatva Prapyatva Upayukta Sarva Kalyana Gunakaratvam Mum, Siddhikiran. Now while we are made to remember both the universal form and the Lord's form, Lord's original form. So what do we deduce by remembering these two forms is, he will do good to the world. He is a well-wisher of the world. Number one, Jagat Hita. In order to do good to the world, in order to be a well-wisher of the world, he was incarnating many times. Avataratva. His purpose of incarnation is to show love towards us, affection towards us, in order to help us. So in the process of helping us, the entire creation, he must be the fittest person to surrender to. Therefore, Sharanyatvam is also there. Now, a well-wisher may be there. A well-wisher may be there. For example, our friends may be our well-wishers. But they will not be able to protect us they wish well for us. They wish that we will be safe. As we say we greet others that we will be safe. But what about Sharanyatva? Fitness for surrender. So he is fit to be surrendered to. Then when we see that he is fit to be surrendered to, third quality that we understand from seeing the form, namely universal form and the original natural form of the Lord, is Prapyatvam. He can be reached. He is a reachable person. Prapyatvam. Prapyatvam lies with the Lord. Now remember the argument in between. He is a well-wisher. Lord is a well-wisher to all of us. Lord is a shelter to all of us. Suppose he cannot be reached. What is the use? So, Prapyatva. He is reachable. Then, so how to understand these three qualities? His incarnation is congenial to our welfare. His shelter, his what you call status of shelter will help us, and he is reachable. These qualities, three qualities, minimum, say minimum three qualities, can be understood by the practical upayukta, which has been used, upayukta, sarva kalyana gunakaratvam. All auspicious qualities are stored in a ocean like waters in the nature of the Paramatma. In fact, in great bore here, particularly in the great bore here. Please remember what Bhuvaraha of Srimushnam, or any place, Tiruvadavendai in Chennai, Nitya Kalyana Perumal, and that's also Varaha, Lakshmi Varaha. So these are all called the Jnana Piran. Please remember this. This is it's a special adage to the Lord of Great Bore. Lord of Great Bore. Lord called Great Bore. If he is called Jnana Piran, that means he is Jnana Data. He is a donor of knowledge, donor of wisdom. He is a giver of wisdom. And therefore, it is definite that moksha is assured. So, four qualities we can understand by looking at the original natural figure of the Lord plus his universal form, namely his congeniality of the incarnation to the creation, his position of succor to give protection to the entire creation, his reachability by all living beings for moksha, and then fourth quality being all auspicious qualities are associated as a fund, nidhi we say. He is Kalyana Guna Nidhi. Sarva Kalyana Guna Nidhi, the qualities, the characteristics that characterize the Lord will be useful. Will be useful. His auspicious qualities do not go a waste. That's the meaning. So, இது அனுத்த சமுச்சயார்த்தகமான சகாரத்தாலே யாக உமாம். சகாரத்தாலேயாக உமாம். So, anutta samuchayarthakaman. Anutta, it has not been said openly, but samuchayarthakam is chakaram. Cha means the end. Cha means associated. So, when we see the Vishwarupam and the Lord, he says me. Look at me and look at the universal form. Samuchayarthakam is you cannot divorce the original form of the Lord from the Vishwarupa. Nor you can separate the Vishwarupam from the Lord. Lord is one and the same as Vishwarupam is one and the same of the Lord. And ஆனாலும் விஸ்வரூபம் என்கிற பதத்தில் சொன்ன சர்வ சரீரத்துவத்தாலும் நம்மாழ்வார் in திருவாய்மொழி 2 also gives the same idea. So Vishwarupam என்கிற பதத்தில் சொன்ன சர்வ சரீரத்துவத்தாலும். So by looking at the universal form that we understand that the whole creation is his form, is his body, is his divine figure. Sarva Shariratvattal. இது தன்னாலே பலிதங்களான சர்வ உபாதானத்துவ நிமித்தத்துவங்களாலும். The second point that we understand from looking at the universal form of the Lord is we need not ask any fruit from our understanding of the Lord in Vishwarupam. What will be the advantage? It is enough that we fall at the feet of the great board. It is enough, it is sufficient that we fall at the divine feet of the great board by saying that we are helpless. So, Akinchanyam and then Karpanyam and helplessness, Kaimudal Illamai. So, with this quality, first qualification, we fall down at the divine feet of the Lord. That is enough. So, what will happen is, we need not ask him for anything else, and therefore, Tannale Palitangalan. It will be automatically given to you, namely the advantages. What is that advantage? Sarva Upadanatva Nimittatvangalam. Generally, Upadanam is collecting. The Nimittatvam is the reason, the cause, CAUSE, and so on. So now, we need not ask for, again, I repeat, we need not ask for anything. We don't want to get anything from him. The very fall by us at the divine feet will give us all the benefits. Sarva Upadanatvam. All benefits. So we are all the beneficiaries. We are all total beneficiaries. And for that, he will be the cause. Nimittatvangalam. So Vishwarupam will be what we call the reason for, the basis for, the fundamental reason for our getting all benefits. Now, another Vishwarupam, another angle of Vishwarupam, our looking at Vishwarupam will be, we will have a doubt. What doubt? Sangikkalambadi andro irupadu. Now, having seen the Vishwarupam, we are very much shocked, and we have a doubt here in our mind, apprehension in our mind. We have a fear in our mind that whether the sins of the individual souls will be removed. Chetana, Achetana, Doshangal ellam Sangikkalamadi endro irupadu. Chetana, the sentient beings like us, and achetana, insentient being like beings, namely inert objects, still objects, doshangalellam. So we have defects. We have defects. We have many defects, and the achetana also has got defects. The non-living beings also have defects. Living beings are also defective. How they are defective in both cases? A stone, for example, is not useful to be chiseled as a God's figure. It is lying down on the road uselessly. It rather injures a person who treads on it, who walks on it. So it is not helpful. In fact, it is harmful. A stone, an inert stone, it has no life. We, for example, we have handicaps. So many handicaps. The handicaps are, of course, are the resultant effect of our sins, and we know. But the handicaps cannot help others. In fact, handicaps are a curse to the society. And therefore, we have a mental defect, physical defect, and attitude defect, and so on. So, Chetana doshangalellam sangikalambadi endro irupadu. Looking at Vishwarupam, we will always have a doubt whether we will be useless in the society for others. Then, பிறக்கின்றவன் தனக்கும் மற்றும் பிறப்பாருடைய பிரகாரங்கள் உண்டாகாவோ. Now, this question is again a problem. A problem faced by us while we look at the Vishwarupa. What is the problem? What is the problem? We are born in this world. We are born in this world. And when we are born in a society which is a bad society, suppose we fall into a wrong environment. That is, we are born in a bad environment, atmosphere. Bhagavad Gita says, Suchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhrashtopi Jayate. In a good family, a riff-raff is born. R-I-F-F, R-A-F-F. Riff-raff is born. A useless fellow is born. In a very good family. So now, here the problem is a little different. Suppose we, as good people, are born in a bad family. Will we not adopt that bad qualities instead of following good qualities, which are inherent in us, which are by samskara available in our subconscious mind, but we have to behave. For example, when one is born in a butcher's family, he has to carry out the onerous task of following his traditional job, namely the non-vegetarian food. So he has to cut down the animals. He has no other way to earn money. So what is the way out? That's what he is asking. Pirakkindravan, if one is born, தனக்கும் மற்றும் பிறப்பாருடைய பிரகாரங்கள் உண்டாகாவோ. This is also another case, a reversal case, namely, our bad qualities may be inherited by others who are born with us. So, மற்றும் பிறப்பாருடைய பிரகாரங்கள் உண்டாகாவோ. This is very difficult paragraph to analyze because it's very deep in thought. Vedanta Deshika shows his skill in this paragraph. That's what I understand. So what do we call in Tamil? Ottu or Otti. Now, you know the story where a parrot brought up in a bad family says bad words. And a parrot brought up in a good family says good words. This is a very simple example given in any Shastra. And therefore, a parrot born in a hunter's family will always say kill, beat, and so on. Whereas a parrot born in a good family will say the name Ranga Ranga, as it is in the temple here, in this Divya Kshetra. So you train the parrot as to say Ranga Ranga. So here, so you know the environment in which we are brought up, we are influenced by either the good or the bad. Now, the next question. அவதாரங்களிலே சோக மோகாதிகள் சொல்லவும் காண்கிலோமோ. This is what I am also confused. So அவதாரங்களிலே in the incarnations, take any incarnation. Do you think that there is a good purpose in any incarnation? Full. My question is this: please carefully understand my question. Is there any one incarnation where the purpose is always good, ever good? We normally quote Vamana Avatar, where there is no intentional killing. Please remember, there is no intentional killing, but unfortunately, Mahabali's son, Namuchi, father of Prahlada, father of, Hiranyakashipu's son Namuchi being the father of Mahabali, was killed unintentionally. Just a small kick, light kick of the foot of the Lord made him die. So do you mean to say Vamana Avatara has no death? Generally people will say. Vamana Avatara is without any negative aspects like death. Look at all other Matsyavatara, it's a safety assurance, Matsyavatara. Whereas Matsyavatara is preceded by, the fish incarnation is preceded by the entire, what we call, dissolution of the creation. That itself is a negative aspect. Dissolution of creation is negative aspect. Then fish incarnation revives the creation, revives the creation. Therefore, in any incarnation you find violence is rampant, R-A-M-P-A-N-T. Violence is rampant. And therefore, what happens? Shoka, people are sad. Some people are sad. Moha, many people are confused. Many people are sad, many people are confused in incarnations. Why? For example, the sages in the forest in the incarnation of Rama, during the incarnation of Rama, were suffering a lot. And they were saved by Rama, and only after suffering. This is very important. They were not happy from the beginning. They were attacked by the demons, and then Rama protected them. So also Krishna Avatara, in order to save his devotees, he had to kill many demons. So death in the hands of the lords will assure us moksha, but why death? Why in Ramayana, lot of deaths in the forest? Why finally Ravana had to be killed? So he could not be corrected. Why Shishupala has been killed in Krishna Avatar? In spite of the 100 mistakes which were tolerated by assurance. So you find that we also see so many negative aspects of sadness, a situation of melancholy, MELANCHOLY, and confusion also. Why this? Why Vibhishana has to be protected and his brothers should be killed? Why Vali has to be killed and Sugriva has to be protected? So many things, so many similar situations. Now our problem is this. Swarakshane api asaktasya. We are incapable of protecting ourselves. Self-God is not possible. Swarakshane, in self-guarding, that is protecting myself, asaktasya. Now, the problem in the Tamil book here is it can be ashaktasya or asaktasya. Now, there are two meanings. Ashaktasya is we are incapable of saving ourselves. That is shakara, which is not available in the book. The second meaning, which is available in the book, will be taking it, I think it's a mistake. It's a, what you call typo. It's not a correct form. But supposing you take this spelling is as right one. So asaktasya meaning we are not ready to protect ourselves. We are not interested in protecting ourselves because we have a protector. So since we have a protector assured, since we can believe from Shastra that there is a protector, we are disinterested in protecting ourselves. Asaktaha meaning disinterested in protection. Disinterested. Asaktaha. Ashaktaha meaning incapable of protecting. Ko-hetuhu. Ko-hetuhu. What is the reason for a person who has no interest in protecting himself? So then what do? Pararakshane. We are interested in only being dependent on the Lord. We want to be dependent on the Lord. We don't want to protect ourselves. We leave the responsibility of protection to Him. Pararakshane. There are three meanings, three shades of meaning here. Pararakshane, when we are not able to protect ourselves, can we protect others? Pararakshane. It is not possible to protect others. I'm not able to protect myself. We will not be able to protect others. Number one. Pararakshane, with a very great mind, broad mind, with the generosity of our mind. Suppose though we are not able to protect ourselves, we are ready to protect our enemies. Para means the enemy. Para first meaning is others. Para means the enemy. The second meaning is the enemy. Supposing we engage ourselves in protecting the enemy, that is the greatest quality, but can we do it? Because we are not able to protect ourselves. Vibhishana's case is that. Vibhishana could neither protect himself, nor he can protect the enemy, not others. Vibhishana could not protect others, he could not protect himself, he could not protect the enemies also. Look at the three shades of meaning. Fourth shade of meaning is para is Lord. So parayana rakshane meaning Lord Sriman Narayana as the great boar will be able to protect us. Therefore, we do not want to protect ourselves. We are not interested in protecting ourselves. When we have a protector, why should we trouble ourselves? That is our contention, meaning that we don't want to move a single stone in order to protect ourselves because we believe completely the Lord. So we depend on the Lord to protect us. Parena rakshane, parasya rakshane, paresham rakshane. Either you can take singular or plural. Parena rakshane, by the Lord, the protection. In the protection by the Lord. Paresham rakshane, in the protection of others. Again, paresham, shatrunam rakshane, in protecting enemies. Yangara shodhyam varado. N. Now I can understand the spelling is not correct in the asaktasya. Okay. So that is not our concern, but we can take the meaning, different meanings also. என்கிற சோத்தியம் வாராதோ என்ன we will always say this one in normal life situations, namely, Lord is testing me. I am a good man. Lord is testing me. That's what we say. When we suffer, we say, Lord is testing me. Pariksham karoti. We will also say, நல்லவர்களை எல்லாம் சோதனை செய்வார். நல்லவர்களை மட்டுமே சோதனை செய்வார். That doesn't mean கெட்டவர்களை சோதனை செய்ய மாட்டார்ங்கிறது இல்லை. We always say, wicked people are not tested, whereas good people are tested. Therefore, we have sufferings. Now, Shodhyam is research, analysis. If you take this sentence, namely, when we are not able to protect ourselves, when we are disinterested in protecting ourselves, are we depending on the Lord, depending upon the Lord? So, whether the Lord is ready, whether the Lord is happy to test us, whether we have faith in Him. Varado என்ன? Suppose Lord wants to test our sincerity, faithfulness, and so on, devotion and so on, then we are going to discuss what is called ajam. Ajam. This ajam has got a lot of meaning, so we will take it up in the next session. With the very word ajam can be easily understood as unborn. Unborn. Again, I'm not going deep into this because it is very, very, very deeper than what is just now had. I hope you enjoy this. I tried to make you enjoy, but I myself have enjoyed.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராக்கியபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம். கவிதார்க்கிகசிம்மாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேசாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமः. வாதித்விவ சிரோபங்க பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமா ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதாரிய சிரம் விஜயதாம்புவி. சீரொன்றுதோப்பு திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழிகள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர ஓவளவும் வாழ்வு.
Generally, I felt up to page 10 or 14, little easy. Whereas now I see the deeper sentiments of Swami Vedanta Deshika in Rahasya Sikhamani. Thank you very much.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞானவைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம்.
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.